Well, tonight on Which Whiskey Wednesday, Old Fitzgerald 7-year bottled and bond. You know, this is one of my favorite or new favorite bottles and bonds. We did a video on it a little while back. And I was wondering, just how good is it? Is it good enough to go up against the king? And what's the king, you might ask? Well, Weller Antique 107, of course. This has been my favorite wheated bourbon for quite a while now. And so far, nothing has been able to knock off its crown. So tonight, which one will I choose? This is probably a bad idea, right? Oh man, what did I get myself into? I am putting my favorite Antique 107 against a newcomer, this Old Fitzgerald. Now the Old Fitzgerald is 7 years. It's 100 proof. The Weller Antique 107 I think is 6 to 8. I'd have to go back and look. That's not age stated. And it's 107 proof. What's really crazy, I bought both of these bottles for $60. This one I bought over at Turtle Creek as part of their loyalty program. I was given the chance to get that. So yeah, very reasonable. I'll pay $60 all day long for this Antique 107. And $60 is about what you should expect to pay for the new Old Fitzgerald. So proof, pretty close. Price, dead even. $59.99 for both of them. Wow. So we've got them on the Bourbon Wheel of Fire, and we've started our clock so we don't go too long. Yeah, I'm kind of worried when I thought this went up, like, man, what if you like the Old Fitzgerald? The Old Fitz better. That could happen. It's really good. But, you know, the Antique 107 has beat everything that's come to it. All the challengers has beat it. Sometimes pretty easily. But, you know, it's going to get its crown knocked off sooner or later. So enough spinning. And we're going to get right into it. So, if you've had either of these, tell me what you think in the comments. And make the comments before you get to the end of the video going like, oh man, I know that Fitz is going to win. Oh, no way, that Antique 107 is going to kick its ass. Yeah, what have I gotten myself into? I am definitely going to regret this. But, you know, for the sake of science, we're on the air. We're going to start on our right. And it's been at least a week or more since I've had the Old Fitz. And the Antique 107, maybe a month. So nothing real pronounced here. I mean, I get that wheat funk that everyone likes to talk about, that kind of sweet wheat. You're not getting rye spice here. I do get some baking spices, molasses, brown sugar, maybe a little more on the mapley side on this one. Well, we're really going to stir these things up. This is not very pronounced at all. Yeah, it's nice. Nothing to write home about. Let's go to the left. I want to see what they smell like before I taste them. Wow, they are so similar. And Heaven Hill, Buffalo Trace. So shouldn't be even close. But that same wheat profile, it's just not very strong in either one of them. There's just not a lot going on there. I wonder if my nose is off. Maybe I took the night off. This smells a little fruitier than the one on the left. Well, let's get to the taste. The only thing that's really important is the taste. Cheers. That's good. A little on the sweet side, rich, mild to moderate baking spice. Wow. Oh, yeah, definitely a little bit on the mapley side with that richness and maybe a little bit of caramel going on there. Not really picking up much in the way of fruit. It's mostly maple, brown sugar, vanilla, light on the baking spices. Let's go to our left. Cheers. Now this one has more spice. It's more of a spice bomb and more pepper. It's just lighting up my lips there. This one's definitely, I can't really tell which one is the, there is a 7 proof points difference. Maybe this one's got the higher proof. Could be. But definitely more spices going on there. And less maple, more traditional molasses, brown sugar. But a bolder taste. Definitely bolder. That's good. They're both delicious. You cannot go wrong with either one of these. Wow. Definitely the spices are on the left. And that's, I'm kind of leaning towards that with that sweetness, because I always like, you know, it's like, oh, Mike, you always like the sweeter bourbons. No, I like bourbons with a balance. You know, with traditional bourbons, you've got that rye spice. So yeah, I like the sweetness to kind of balance the rye. But when you get to wheated bourbons, you don't have that rye spice. So I like that wheat profile to come through with usually less sweetness. You probably didn't know that. I don't need a wheated bourbon to be as sweet because I'm not having to balance that rye spice. Now this one definitely is the spice leader, but it's got a great balance. This one is a little sweeter and definitely a lot lower on the spice scale. Sweeter profile, spicier profile, but I think the one on the left has the better balance. But they really, I mean, it's apples to oranges, kind of. So like, what do you like today? Apples or oranges? Today, the apple or the spice wins. Another day, I might pick this. They're just that close that I really thought there would be more difference. I thought that the Antique 107 would be up here and the Old Fitz would be here, because as much as I love this, this isn't my Old Fitz 13 year. Nothing comes close to that. So, right was, what is that, an F? Yeah. Right is glass F. What is glass F? The Old Fitzgerald 7 year. The winner tonight, and still championed, is my Antique 107. It just had a better balance, but don't get me wrong, for $59, and you can't find this for $59, by the way. You're lucky to find it for $100, if you can find it at all. For $59, I will definitely getting a backup of this, because I think, I'm a wheated bourbon guy. I think this is one of the best wheated bourbons to come out in years, and you heard it here. One of the best wheated bourbons, shelfers, when they actually get enough of them out there, to come out in years. So there you have it. The Antique 107 is still the king, but it got challenged pretty heavy tonight. Well done, Old Fitzgerald. Your 7 year, right up there. So please comment, share, and tell me what you think if you've got an Old Fitz. And if you've got an Old Fitz and an antique, which one do you like better? That's really, every palate's different. Which one do you like better? So as always, please drink responsibly, never drink and drive, and I can't go wrong with either one of these. Cheers.